Next year, for the first time since Rise of Skywalker in 2019, Disney Star Wars is actually putting out a movie. You know, the same Disney Star Wars who came and told us when they bought Lucasfilm, we're going to be putting out a movie every single year. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be such a huge boost for this company. And of course, after they destroyed Star Wars with the sequel trilogy, after the gigantic failure of Solo, a Star Wars story, and after all these failed attempts to get a big hit on their streaming series, here they are, coming back to the theater for the first time, and it'll be almost 7 years when this finally hits theaters next year. But Mandalorian and Grogu just had a big trailer release. And yes, The Mandalorian and Grogu is the title of this movie. I think it sounds absolutely retarded. I can't believe they're sticking with this. Nevertheless, that's what it's going to be. And as you can see by this headline, first trailer divides Star Wars fans. And I'm going to be honest, 40,000 dislikes drawing 130,000 likes. That's certainly not anywhere close to, it's getting ratioed or anything like that. But for a generic trailer release, that's a lot of dislikes. That is a lot of dislikes for a big time IP movie trailer. It just is. And certainly the amount of interest isn't there when you compare these trailer numbers to the previous Star Wars movies that were released and what their trailer numbers were at after the first 48 hours after the first week. 8 million views doesn't even come close to some of those. But a lot of people are saying very similar things. Why is this even a thing? I feel absolutely nothing. This makes me feel nothing. That's what people are saying about a trailer for the first Star Wars movie to hit theaters in 7 fucking years. Let's get into it. Maybe you'll feel something, even though I don't. Apparently, there's a new ship. Maybe this is a replacement Razor's Crest. Who fucking knows? We don't know, but it's here. Is everybody not sick of this baby? Is not everybody sick of Grogu, of Baby Yoda? I get it. All the freaking women were going crazy over how cute he is when he first came out. I get it. But now we've had season 2 and season 3 and appearances in Book of Boba Fett. We've had so much of this character and he's nothing. He doesn't speak. He's a child. He's a baby. And it's paired up with Mandalorian, who also barely ever talks and doesn't have any emotions. You can't even see his face. This is such a bad long-term idea, but this is not what you're stuck with because you can't have the baby talk because he's got to be cute. He's not going to be cute once he can talk anymore. You have to actually come up with dialogue for him then. Fuck, man. I think that's a shot of Zeb, maybe. Is that Zeb? Looked like it could possibly be. And him and I don't even remember what these creatures are called, but Babu Frick species, and nobody even fucking knows. Like, people call this guy Baby Yoda, and people call these the Babu Fricks. How impactful your media is right now.
Yes! Impressive.
Good shot, baby.
So now your only things that you have are like, hey, look, it's Baby Yoda. Doesn't everybody like the fact that they're using puppetry? Isn't that cool? That's George Lucas, right? Because they're using him as a puppet. Bro, who fucking cares? What in this trailer makes you want to see this? This is obviously the 4th season of The Mandalorian smashed into a fucking movie, which is already going to be problematic enough just in terms of pacing and all of those things. Season 3 of Mandalorian was dog shit. And to be fair, Season 3 of Mandalorian is the same quality as Season 2. The only difference was for Season 2, it had a bunch of cameos to distract people. Oh, look, Luke Skywalker, Ahsoka. They name dropped Grand Admiral Thrawn, Bo-Katan, all this bullshit. And then people finally got wise to it in Season 3. But like, let's look and see what people are saying. I'm glad Pedro's getting work again. Feels like it's been a few days since his last performance. Somehow Razor Crest returned, apparently. Canceling Disney Plus, this is the way. Now, that may have been in the aftermath of Jimmy Kimmel's suspension. Who knows? Releasing a TV episode in theaters is insane. That's what they're doing. Here's another Jimmy Kimmel comment. Wow, I wish I felt anything. Finally, something with Pedro Pascal. There was a shortage lately. Scoundrels Cantina. Thank you, Star Wars fans, for finally coming to your senses and giving rational comments instead of blind overhype for mediocrity. This just looks like one episode of the show. The title card looks like an Angry Birds title animation. Grogu is certainly doing a variety of things in this movie. I like the part where Grogu says, "Come with me if you want to live." For a second, I thought this is a fan-made trailer. Bro, for the most part, it's getting wrecked. And I get it, because this trailer does nothing for anybody, because no one actually has any connection to these characters. They have had 3 seasons to give you a connection to these characters, but they can't, because the characters suck. Din Djarin sucks. Baby Yoda is a fucking baby. There is nothing to him other than, oh, look how cute. That's it. You've had 3 seasons to build up these people, and you haven't, because it's all been about fucking cameos and bullshit. And so now here you are. First thing back in theaters, Mandalorian and Grogu. I honestly will be shocked if this makes more than $500 million in theaters. I will be. At this point, based on this and what we're seeing now, I would be shocked if this made more than $500 million. Could it be as bad as Solo? Maybe. Box office-wise, it might be as bad as Solo. But here we are. The big trailer for the first Star Wars movie out in 7 fucking years. And the overwhelming response is, meh, don't care. Great job, Disney.